What is going on with YouTube? This is Regular Dave coming at you with another video. All right, man, this is a complicated conversation we are about to have. Did GTA 5 Online Heist live up to the hype? All right, man, before we get into the discussion, don't forget to click that like button. And if you're new to my channel, go ahead and subscribe. All right, man, I was going to wait and make this video till all my heist videos were out. But, man, you know what? It's taking too long. I got to edit these videos and do everything else. So I said, yo, I need to talk about this right now today. So heists have been out for a while, man. This Tuesday, it'll be 2 weeks. And this was a conversation that I wanted to have right away. So let's talk about it. Did it live up to the hype? Well, let me go out and say that I don't think there's really anything they could have done to live up to like the delay. The 1.5 year delay, there's no way, period, possible that they could have put together any set of heists that would have lived up to and made the delay acceptable. I just didn't think that possibility existed. So that's really not the conversation. The conversation to me is, did it live up to the hype? Because the delay created the hype. So these were supposed to be amazing. Now, in my opinion, I think they did, man. I think they put together some really strong heists. I enjoyed 3 out of the 4. The fourth one, the Series A funding, it was just okay. It wasn't nothing special. It didn't seem like anything that they couldn't have done is just stringing together a number of jobs. The other ones felt different. The other ones felt like, okay, yes, I can see why this took time to create. I don't know how to develop a game, but yeah, you telling me it's taking more time than you expected, I can see why. I thought the heists were fairly epic. I thought they had great moments. The finales were great. We got a little special 2-man heist out the gate that we weren't expecting to get. So it's almost like we got 5 heists. And another thing, the payouts were really good. The payouts were way more than I was expecting. And the frequency in which you could do the heist was way more than I was expecting. It almost makes the shark cards unnecessary. Like, who needs a shark card when you can just do these heists real quick and make a crap ton of money? I do like everything that came with the heist, man. All the extra vehicles, all the clothes. Along the lines of weapons, not so much. But the vehicles and the clothes, man, they shut it down with that. I think it lived up to the hype, man. A lot of people were saying, yo, if they released these heists back when the game came out, nobody would even care about GTA 5. That might be true. This did bring some new life into the game. And I think the biggest thing that these heists did was take that weight off the shoulders of Rockstar. Rockstar had a lot of weight on their shoulders, man, because anytime they posted anything, people talked about the heist. It didn't matter. Whatever they were talking about, people was, when are the heists coming out? So now that's gone, I think now they could do whatever it is that they want without telling us ahead of time and letting us know when it's ready, because I don't think this game is quite dead yet. I think we're going to get some character, some story DLC. We might even get more heists. Now, criticisms of the heist. Let's talk about that. I don't have a lot of criticisms. One of the criticisms I do have is man, you had to have 4 people. Now, that's good and all, but everybody doesn't have 4 people to play with. Then you got to play with strangers if you don't. Everybody has to be on at the same time. I would have liked to see like a few 4 people heists and a few 2 people heists, like the Fleeka bank job. Now, going forward, if they drop some more heists, maybe they might take that in consideration. Some 2 and 3 man heists. And maybe they might, boost the number up to like 5 and 6 man heists. Who knows? But that was one of the things. It was hard for me to get this done because I'm on the West Coast. The regulars, some of the regulars I game with are on the East Coast. Coordinating times and everything with 4 people is extremely rough. Now, another knock I have on the heists are the different positions of the heist, man. I don't feel like I have to do every heist from all 4 positions. You kind of get a feel. There's a bunch of jobs and a bunch of setups where you don't really need to do it because you know exactly what it's like, or it's something that you've done before. So part of the excuse on the delay was they had to make it fun for all 4 positions on the heist, and I don't know if they quite accomplished that to make it extremely unique enough where you say like, oh, I have to do that heist as another role. Don't get me wrong, there are heists and there are setup missions where I feel like, yeah, I have to do it different. But for the most part, quite a few setups, and even in the finale, sometimes I felt like, it doesn't really matter. You know what I mean? I don't really necessarily need to fly a helicopter around to really get a different experience on what that heist was. All right, so one more criticism is the amount of freedom you had in the heist. These heists were pretty restrictive. They were pretty confined on how you had to get things done. There was no like figuring things out. There was always some triggers that something was going to happen and you couldn't control it. Really, you had no freedom at all, actually, on how you were going to do the setups or really do the heist. There was no like, because the single player was like, do it this way or do it that way. This didn't have that, and I was completely expecting us to have to figure out how exactly we were going to do the heist. Were we going to take the hard route? Were we going to take the easy route? Kind of like the first heist you do in the single player, the jewelry job. Did you want to smoke them out or did you want to go in guns a-blazing? There were no moments like this that I remember in this heist on really deciding how they were going to be done. Also, even with the setups, there was no moments in deciding like how exactly do you want to set this up. So future heists, I would like some options. Just give me a few more options. It's not game breaking, or you know what, it didn't make it a bad experience, but yeah, I did want more options. Now, aside from those two knocks, there aren't a whole lot of things I could think about that I have negative to say about the heist, man. I just felt like it was a great overall DLC. People are saying, oh, this is the best free DLC of all time. But I wouldn't necessarily say that, because this was supposed to be included with the game. Like, it's not like they advertised this 6 months after the game came out. They advertised this before the game launched. So people thought they was getting that out the rip. So it's almost not quite like DLC, because this is something that we were sold with purchasing the game. All right, man. One of the things about this video is you're going to have to get active in the comments. I want to know, man, did you think it lived up to the hype? Do you think, I mean, not the delay. I know people are going to say it wasn't worth the wait. Of course not. It was a year and a half. What's worth that? But did it live up to the hype? Was it epic enough for you? All right, sound off in the comments, and I'll get at you guys another time. Peace.